All right, mic's working. Okay, hello everybody. How's it going? Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Oh, I should probably have my chat up here. Thank you all for coming. There we go, got the chat up. Um, Thank you, Curious MK. Yes, yesterday was my birthday. I had a great birthday with my family. Um, Unfortunately, my kids had to go to school yesterday, but while they were at school, kind of just sat around, relaxed, played some video games. I actually streamed Ghost of Tsushima yesterday. Um, that was a really cool video game, very stylized. Um, so that was a lot of fun. Streamed that for like 2 hours actually. Then after that, kind of just hung out, did some other stuff. And then my kids came home, hung out with them for a bit. We went out to a local diner. We went out for dinner. It was very good. Then I came home, relaxed, fell asleep, woke up this morning to do the QA. So, very, very relaxing birthday. Um, yeah, just exactly what I wanted. 9 p.m. in Korea. Well, good. Thank you for coming so late. I don't know if that's late to you. That's late to some people. Good afternoon from Madagascar. Well, thank you so much for coming to the Q&A or the AMA. Um, So I wanted to do this because I love talking to you all. I love talking to the community. I also want to know just how you guys are doing, what you're up to, what you want to see on the channel, what reactions you want to see. I want to let you know what reactions are coming up on the channel, what's going on Patreon, because a lot of my suggestions now are coming from Patreon, because the comment section here is crazy. Let's just say that, I get hundreds of suggestions, probably weekly. AMA stands for Ask Me Anything, or Q&A, question and answer. But I am still taking suggestions from the comment section, but um, a lot of them are repeats now, and it's kind of getting tough to track them all, if you can imagine. Um, so there's a list that's been built by Tina. She's the community manager editor on the channel here. She offered to do it probably a couple months ago now, and she's been awesome. She's been collecting a lot of the links, and so we have a huge list built. So I'm kind of just drawing off of that list, and then on Patreon, people are also suggesting more stuff, and I'm doing that as well. Coming up, I have UGH, UGH, I believe that's how you say it. That people on Patreon really wanted to hear that. I have something else. I should probably just pull it up on Patreon here so I know. And the Patreon app is horrible, so I have to go through there. Daydream from J Hope's mixtape. I have Daydream coming. Yes, UGH. So I have UGH coming. I also have Daydream coming. That was off of Patreon. Suga's Shadow. They want to see that, so I might just skip ahead to Shadow. And then AN Panman. Oh boy, I don't know how to say it. It's ANPANMAN. I'm just gonna type it into chat here. Or can I type it into chat? Yes, I can. All right. AN Pan. That's been suggested as well. Ugh, sounds like wook, wook, woke, ugh. See, and my language, that's ugh, 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 but it's woke. Wokada means you feel a sudden burst of temper due to nonsense. Yeah, here it's like ugh, ugh. So it's ugh. That's how I read it in my language, in English, in up north English. No, well, I'm not from the South, so people from the South, Southern America, they say things a lot different. I'm more towards Canada, and I sound very Canadian, I guess. Yes, wook. Korean pronunciation, wook. Okay, wook. Cool. Thank you, Curious MK. So yeah, we have and Pan Man. I believe that's how you say it coming. Um, Ugh or ugh. I'm just gonna say UGH Daydream. And then this is what is this? Cancel. I'm not sure what it is, but it's yeah, something. Uh, so I'm gonna do those reactions. Those will be next on the channel. Daydream's probably gonna come first. Just because I haven't heard a J Hope solo at all, so I'm pretty excited for that. Because I know I'm probably gonna like it. but I'm interested to see what it is. I don't know his style when he's solo, or really at all, because I've done mainly RM and Suga, um, and a little bit of V. I've hardly done V, but he's very interesting. People have been saying in the comments when I reacted to my previous song, which was Spring Day. Um, they said when I'm like, ooh, this sounds interesting. That was when V came in. Um, and yeah, V has a very interesting voice to me. Excuse me, I have like a cat hair in my mouth or something. Blech. To me, V has a very, very interesting voice. Um, it's very soothing, like velvety almost. It's hard to explain. You believe I love the lyrics to Ugh? Yeah. I think I'm going to as well. A lot of people have said that I'm really gonna like it. And usually Army is pretty good about suggesting good songs for me to like from the rap line, especially. BTSC, please. I don't know if that's been suggested actually. I haven't heard C. Um, I have chat replay on, but if you want to, you can actually comment that on the video below and not in live chat. So if you want to comment that on this AMA, this Q&A video, that would be great. Um, yeah. Don't forget DKTV. I know you always do it, but and you love it. Yeah. So yeah, here's the it's early in the morning for me. Um, the way I'm doing my videos, the format, there it is, format. The format of my videos is going to be like this. I'm going to watch the music video, and then if the music video doesn't have good English subs, because I know some of BTS's videos don't have English subs, I actually just ran into one, then I'm going to watch a lyric video. And then I will pull up the lyrics from Dual Set, and I'll break them down myself, try to get my own meaning, and then that will be a video. And then I might watch a live performance as well. If there's a good live performance on the list, I will watch that as well. But then I always watch the explanation video from DKTV because they're Korean. They know things I am not going to know. I'm not from Korea. I don't know Korean culture that well. I'm starting to learn it. But they're good. They know things that there's no way I'm gonna know. So it's good to get DKTV's perspective on it and their meaning as well, especially because a lot of you seem to say like they're really good in their meaning, and I think they are too. They're very thorough. Their videos are enjoyable to watch, which is most important. So I will always do a DK breakdown as well. Um, Usually, probably most of the time, and then that will be that song. Then that song's done. Like that's the meaning or the you know translation of the song that we're going to agree on or not agree on, which is fine. And then we'll go on to the next song. And then I'm gonna break it up here and there with other stuff. Man, I should not have helped my cat before. I got cat hair all over me. But yeah, I'm going to do it that way most times. I'm going to be breaking up the BTS reactions with, NF and Juice World and rock music. I want the channel to be varied. I know a lot of you only watch the BTS stuff, which is fine. But, I will break it up here and there with some different stuff. I'm going to be doing some more gaming stuff too. I really love gaming. I had a lot of fun playing Ghost of Tsushima yesterday on the channel. Those of you that came by and said hi and happy birthday, thank you so much. That was great. Um, BTSC. I recognized V when I was first reacting to Room Live, and I laughed a lot. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, he can't. Like, what can he not dance? You will not believe the comments I still get on that video of people being like, you have no idea he can dance. And I'm like, I have like 30 reactions now. Like, just watch the other reactions. I know V can dance, but it was daily for months, probably like 3 months. I was getting comments where people were like kind of upset. It's slowed down now, but every once in a while I still get that comment where people are just like, "You have no idea," blah blah blah. They're not always like that, but a lot of them are just like, "Oh, just wait till he finds out." It's like, I know now. um, yeah, but that video is at like 124,000 views now, so it's gotten a lot of views and a lot of comments. Um, yeah, I haven't watched that video since I first put it out. The day after I put it out, that's the last time I've watched it. I don't watch my videos, just one time to make sure it sounds good, and then yeah, that's it. I don't watch them after that. "Sea is a Beautiful" song. I haven't heard the song yet. Thank you, Villiard. You listened to it? Yes, I know. That's why I love my videos so much. Can't wait for it. Thank you. Blazed. Is it 11 Blazed? XI Blazed? They have so much hidden gems for Army. Yeah, BTS is. They have a ton of songs. Just like Juice World, he has like 3,000 songs. Lillian, hello, hello. It's nothing like coffee in the morning. It's my second cup already. Boy, it's gonna be one of those days. Yeah, look at that. I got stuff all over me. My cat. It's always me and him just awake in the morning because everybody else sleeps in. So he like follows me around and lays in front of me. Lays on it. He just lays on his back, wants me to scratch his stomach. Like everywhere I walk, he flops right in front of me, right in front of my feet. I'm like, I'm gonna step on you, dude. Um, yeah. Paula. Hi, if you like rock and different sounds, you should watch BTS and Zero Taj together. Yes, that has been suggested quite a bit. I am excited to check out Seo or Sale. I'm not quite sure how to say his name, but I know he is the one that really he's one of like their influences, and I'm going to check him out. But I want to do it justice. I don't want to just check it out real quick and be like, that was cool. Um, I want to like finish what I'm doing with BTS and what I'm doing with other stuff, and then check him out and see um, their influence. Because I'm still checking out BTS. So yeah, I'm going to check that out. That sounds amazing. Um, yeah, I love rock music. Rock music is my original passion. It's what I listened to growing up. Um, my mom, she would always listen to like Elton John and the Eagles, um, Michael Jackson sometimes, but mainly Elton John and like, classic 60s and 70s rock artists when she was cleaning or in the car. That's what she would always listen to. So, Theo is pronounced Sutej. Sutej. I'm horrible at saying names. I'm sorry. Um, I have problems pronunciating things sometimes because I was actually in speech therapy for 18 years, 17 years, for a speech impediment. I had a really bad stutter. So I really have to concentrate on my words. So English I had to learn pretty slowly. So it's hard for me to pronounce names sometimes, because names are different than words, because they can sound differently than how they're spelled. Um, English is tough that way because we have words that they're spelled differently, but they sound the same, like there, Their, There. Um, yeah. Still doing Map of the Soul. Yes. Yep. I'm doing Shadow pretty soon. I said that just a bit ago. I'm doing Shadow. Shadow was suggested just recently. Yeah. Yeah, to come back home. Yeah. Um, just leaving the info case. I'm interested though. I want to know how to say stuff right. I don't like mispronouncing names and words. It's kind of, I know it's not viewed as disrespectful, but I think it kind of is when you're like not trying to say somebody's name right and you're just like butchering it and you're like, whatever. Um, it's kind of rude. So I tried to say it right. Su Tej Su Su, because like here that's Sue. That's how you would pronounce SUH is Sue, but that might be Su, and then Tej or Taj, Tej. Yeah, yeah. Feel free to just if you watch my videos and see me butchering names, feel free to leave the pronunciation. Especially under my pinned comment, be like, "Hey, this is how you say it, right?" Um, just now I did. Cool, cool. Su Tej, teach, Su teach. Um, yeah. So I know I don't say a lot of words right, and it bothers me too. I know people. I have quite a high percentage of Korean viewers. So I try to say it right. That's why I translate the video descriptions in Korean as well, uh, through Google Translate. I don't know how accurate Google Translate is, um, but I'm trying to just to be accessible, and also just trying to show respect a little bit, and being like, I wouldn't want somebody just come in and say my name wrong all the time and butcher all my words and not care. I wouldn't be upset if they didn't say it right, but if they're like, "Oh, I don't care," I'd be like, "Okay, well, you should try to learn to say it right." Um, at least names, which like I respect the people that I'm listening to. I respect them as artists, and I want to say their names right. Um, when I'm talking, I want people to know who I'm talking about and be like, "Who are you talking about?" Um, yeah. There's a very special song from Suga about his piano. You should check out My First Love. So touching. Okay. Okay. I study sounds. That's why it comes out automatic. Comes out automatically. Sorry. It's fine. It's fine. I took advanced English in freshman year of high school, and I loved it. Like, I'm good at it. I'm good at writing and like reading and interpreting things. But talking is a little tough. that's that's always been my weak point. Because like I said, I was in speech therapy for a long, long time. With my stutter, I have to really concentrate on my words before they come out. Just like now, I had to think about those words and how my tongue has to move through the roof of my mouth. Because if I don't, I get stuck on words and stuff like that. Um, yeah. So, but they did a really good job. I mean, when I was a kid, I you couldn't understand me. Um, and now I break down music, and people seem to understand me just fine. So, Jamaeus Vu is my favorite song from Map of Soul. How long will it be until you upload it? I'm not sure. Probably soonish. Um, like I said, my list is huge. I'm doing UG or UG, UGH. I'm doing Daydream. Pretty soon I'm gonna do more Map of the Soul songs. Probably listen to quite a few of those. Because that's what's nice about BTS is I can record a lot of them at one time. Because they're enjoyable to listen to, they're enjoyable to talk about, and I want to know more about them. So I can record like three or four just in a row. Other artists I can't quite do that with. I can only do like one or two, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta move on, or I gotta be done for the day. Um, but yeah, yeah. You learn English from me. Be proud. You're a pronunciation role model for me. Oh boy, that's a lot of pressure now for me. Probably because I talk slower. That would probably be why you listen. Um, well, that's good because I try to pronunciate words right. Because I have to. Because if I don't, I'm gonna get stuck on it. Um, but yeah, um, speech is a very interesting thing. At least for English, because that's all I know. When I took advanced English, my language is taken much like my culture. Um, like our food and everything here is taken from other cultures. Everybody immigrated here, except for the natives that were here before people immigrated here. Um, but at least, you know, our language, English, is taken from very many other sources, German and Swedish, Norwegian, um, and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different meanings and pronunciations and spellings of common words, um, just in my country. And in different states and different parts of the country, words will mean different things. So it's really interesting how English was built from all these other older languages that are all built from, Latin or whatever. Um, it's really weird. It's really interesting. Um, that people, to me at least, where I was going with this is just interesting to me. There's people like RM and people like Curious MK that can learn like multiple languages. Um, because it's hard for me just to learn one. There's so much in my language that I still need to learn. It took me so long to learn, and I still feel like I don't have a full grasp on it yet to be like a very well spoken individual. You know, I guess that's where I'm coming from. Um, yeah. Did I already react to Tear from the rap line? Tear? Yes, I did Tear. I did Tear and or outro tier, if that's what you're meaning, an outro tier live. Um, yeah, I did that um, quite a while ago. I think like 2 months ago. Um, yeah, that video's been watched quite. I think that's where a lot of my subs came from was from tier. Um, yeah, well, for the people that have seen it, you know why. That's where a lot of my subs came from. Was from tier, and I called it tear, which be ready for that. I call it tear because once again, in my language, that could be tear or tear or yeah. Um, but yeah, I did tear quite a while ago. Uh, Let me pull up my dashboard. Do 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 do. Yes, he did. It was amazing. The song, yeah, the song was amazing. I don't know about my reaction though. All right. Just gonna Yeah, I did it back in January. I did outro tier reaction, the lyric video before I knew not to do those lyric videos, and then tier live. I did tier live as well. Happy belated birthday! Thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate it. Luckily, in my family, it's my birthday weekend. Um, yeah, the song and my reactions. Well, thank you. Um, Yeah, if you want to watch it, it's on my BTS reactions playlist all the way back in January, so you might have to scroll back a little bit. I think you can search on the channel too, though. If you go to my videos tab, then you can just search through my channel. Just search Destructive Media Outro Tier on YouTube. That will help my channel, and you should find it right away. Because that's kind of how YouTube is. YouTube is just a search engine. It's a Google search engine for videos. The more times people type in my channel name and search for my videos, the more it helps my channel. Um, which is weird. It's weird because like I don't know. You YouTube's strange because it's comments help the video, watching the video helps, sharing the video helps. I don't know if likes count anymore because like you can't see dislikes. I can see dislikes, but I don't know if that counts anymore. And like they're never quite clear on what helps. I don't know. I just appreciate you guys watching. Um, No, and if you have a great comment to leave, or if you have something to say, um, something you think I can do better, please comment. Please comment on the video. Like, I love reading the comments from all of you. That's what I usually do in the morning right now. Instead of talking to you all, I'm reading your comments and talking back to you all. Um, that's what I love about posting a video. It's I have commenters. I'm starting to learn their names. There's like a group of like 20, 30 people where I know their names now, and I'm talk back and forth to them in the comment section. It's really nice. Um, they're really a birthday week for us. It's just a day. Oh no, it's just the day over here too. But my family, we like to celebrate a little bit more. Just in my immediate family, my wife and my kids. It's just a thing we do. We think birthdays are special, so we just do a little extra. Um, my wife worked yesterday and my kids went to school, so we celebrated my birthday after 5 p.m. But it's more like I get to just kind of do what I want this weekend. Is more what it is. It's like, hey, we're gonna watch a movie. Well, Dad, what do you want to watch? That's more what it is. Just to show a little extra love for each other. We do it the same for my kids when it's their birthday. For like the weekend, we'll be like, it's your birthday weekend. But we only celebrate one day. There's a birthday party on one day, and that's it. Yeah. Will my army aunt be attending? No, she's not able to go. She wanted to go, but she wasn't able to go. There's a lot of stuff going on right now in Vegas too, and it's crazy busy. Um, that town's gonna be nuts. So, yeah, no, she's not gonna be going. I was offered tickets actually, and I could have went, but it ended up not working out. I couldn't end up going. But maybe next time. That would be fun. Think about rock. Did you already do Throwaway by RM? No, I did not. Older generations in Korea celebrate their birthday in lunar calendar. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah. For now, which is my favorite BTS song? That's hard to say. I guess which one do I listen to most? That would be the most sense. Probably Mic Drop. I listen to a lot still. Um, but it's changing. I guess it's whatever my mood is for the day. I really like August D. I've been listening to Strange a lot since I've reacted to it. Um, I'm more into the rap line. So I listen to Mic Drop a lot, Strange. Um, Probably I've listened to Persona a lot too, because my son loves Persona. When we're driving to school or when we were driving home from the restaurant yesterday, I was playing Spring Day for them. I played Strange, and then my son's like, "Can we hear Persona?" I'm like, "All right." Then we listened to Persona. Um, So yeah, I don't have a favorite yet, but I have favorites, and it would probably be those two would be or those three, Mic Drop, Strange, and Persona. Um, they just speak to me for some reason. I don't know why. Um, Mic Drop because it's just a fun song, and I had a lot of fun reacting to that with my aunt, and that's just like a good memory I have now. So that when I listen to it, it makes me happy. So that's probably why I like that one. You'll be watching online streaming on 417 or 418. Not sure which day in Vegas. Oh, okay. There's a 2020 or 2021 YouTube RM playlist that has amazing compilation of his solo work and collaboration. Oh, okay. Have a very happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, everybody. It was my birthday yesterday. Um, it was great. Had a great day. Like I said, I had a lot of fun playing that video game yesterday on the channel here. Throwaway by RM is rock for me at least. You're curious, it would be for me too. Yeah, I rock has very many genres. when somebody's like, "Yeah, I like rock music." Okay, well, what kind of rock music? You like metal, industrial, easy listening. Um, I can't new metal. There's like 7 or 8 different genres of just rock. So I'm curious to see what genre of rock RM would do, because there's a lot of genres of rock just in itself. Just like any other genre, there's um, and like hip hop, there's different genres of hip hop within hip hop. There's you know just how music is. I'm curious to see what kind of style that they would do, because seems like so far what I've seen, BTS can do a lot of different styles. Um, yeah, me drinking my coffee. I was up really early this morning because I went to bed um pretty early, I think, but my cat woke me up at like 4:30. I fell back asleep, but he woke me up at like 4:30, scratching at my kid's door because they have a fish in there now and he wants to get it. So we have to keep the door closed. So I had to go up there and pick him up, bring him down to my room, and then bring him in my bed so he would quit meowing and scratching. And then I woke up at like 5:30 to, brush my teeth and get ready and just get ready for the stream. Um, yeah, I love my cat, but he's being a real butthead right now. He keeps waking us up super early because he wants to get at that fish. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to build a shelf or something, or get a shelf that put the fish up high so he can't get to it. So I can just open the door up and he can just go in there, because he's like, because I don't want him to wake up my kids, because he's scratching at their door and meowing, and then so I wake up, or my wife wakes up, and we go up there and we pick him up and we bring him downstairs and close the door, and then he's in our room, and then he's a butthead in there. Kittens, man, kittens. But what can you do? I guess I shouldn't have gotten a fish for my son. It's just this little tiny beta fish, but my mic, ooh, it wants to just rock it up. My spring is getting weird on my microphone boom arm. But yeah, but I'm excited to do Daydream. Probably going to record Daydream today. I still have 3 days off. I plan to do quite a bit of recording on my 3 days off. Um, then editing usually doesn't take too long. It just takes a couple hours. So I'm hoping to have a video out today, later today. I will definitely have a video out tomorrow, Sunday, and then I will have one out Monday. Um, yeah. Have I watched BTS Butter Grammy performance? I did not. I did not watch any of the Grammys. I haven't watched any performances. I usually don't watch award shows ever. I haven't for my whole life, basically. I find them boring. Um, but I will watch that eventually. But I haven't watched it at all. Um, yeah. Micro Microcosmos song in the morning works for me. Sounds great. I don't know what that is. Um, Usually in the morning, I watch some YouTube. Um, might play like an easy game that's just not too hard to think about, like Civilization 6 or something. Like build up the Roman Empire and put the game on easy and just relax. Um, Sometimes I'll listen to music though, but if it's morning, I usually listen to rock music. Not usually rap. Like probably a Perfect Circle. I listen to them a lot because they're pretty easy listening. Um, Tool. I guess sometimes I'll listen to Logic. I really like Logic. His rap is kind of like old school blues almost. It's really really good. I really like Logic. I would love to do reactions on him, but nobody's really asked. So, um, Grammy. I'm sure the BTS performance was amazing, and I will watch that on the internet. I won't watch it during the Grammys. But I will check that out for sure. I just that'll be my first listen to Butter, which would be fine. It's not like I don't think that song's super crazy. Um, Microcosmos by BTS. That's a hard word to say. Um, yeah, I don't think that's ever been suggested before. I've never seen that word before. Um, could look it up, I guess. See if I can copy it. Ooh, I can. It's not very often I do that. Do 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 do. Oh, it's from Map of Soul Persona. Okay, I see it. Oh, they performed it on Jimmy Fallon. Cool. Cool, cool. Our Blues first Jimin original soundtrack is about to be released today. Oh, wow. Yes, I hope we can listen to it together. It is on Map of the Soul. Yep. I would play it right now, but the stream would probably be shut down due to copyright. That's good. Hmm. Pause it. Interesting. Well, yeah, I'm excited to record reactions today. Um, but I think, like I said, I'm going to do Daydream today. I'm probably going to record quite a few of them, though. Maybe I'll do some surprise ones for you all. Since it's my birthday weekend, maybe I'll drop a couple videos as gifts to you all. That's the best part about birthdays is giving gifts to other people. Yeah, that song grows on me. It's a good way to start the day. Well, maybe I might have to listen to it after this. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for the channel. I am going to do more NF as well. I really love NF. Juice World, always doing Juice World. Yeah, gifts. Um, what's cool about NF and Juice World is that's in my native language. So I can just break it down myself. Just go to like a lyric channel and break it down myself and get the meaning from myself. Um, yeah. Happy birthday, best prayer. All the best prayer for you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, I would like to put out quite a few videos. I was really busy the last 2 weeks at work. Um, what I do is I work for an internet service provider. I'm a field technician. Um, and the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, been pretty busy because the snow is melting and it's been snowing and raining because it's spring. Um, so we live in the woods, and there's a lot of squirrels and animals that chew on our lines when they're up in the air. Um, and when the snow melts and it rains, all the lines that have been chewed on get watered out. So I've been replacing lines to houses for like 2 weeks straight, just job after job. So I've been really busy doing that. I haven't been able to record as much as I wanted to because my real life job, I have to do that first, of course. Um, so yeah, I've been really tired coming home after that. Um, but I want to put out a bunch of videos this week and this weekend. I have 4 days off. Yesterday I didn't. I streamed. So I did put out a video yesterday, but it's a gaming video. It was something that I just wanted to do because I really love gaming as well. And that game is very, very cool. Ghost of Tsushima. It's a very stylized, artistic game. But yeah, uh, I was pretty excited to do that. I might do more of that. I know not a lot of people really watched it, but I'm gonna keep doing it. I think here and there when I have time, which isn't that often. Um, it's very tiring. Yeah, well, It's very tiring, but I've been doing it for almost 10 years now. It's just that time of year. You just expect it. It's drop. We call it drop season. You just try to get sleep. You try to go to bed at a decent time and wake up at a decent time. Um, and yeah, eat your Wheaties. That's a saying over here. Just make sure you get, you eat and take care of yourself for those couple weeks where you're just going to be working and working and working and working. But the nice part, I guess, you got to try to look at the positive side is I get to work outside and it's nice out because it's spring. So I get to be out in the nice weather. I meet a lot of interesting people. Um, so that's always good too. I meet a lot of good people, a lot of bad people too. Yeah, I should react to what makes. Yes, I agree, Paula, and I do. I react to what makes me happy. Um, I had a suggestion for a artist on the channel that I only did 2 reactions to, and I did not really like that artist, so I quit reacting to them. Then there's another artist too that I reacted to. I did 2 of his songs, and then I looked more into him, and I did not like the person he was, so I quit reacting to him as well, and actually just deleted the songs off of the channel. So yeah, I definitely just only do what I like to do. I don't just do it just for views. I mean, I of course do things for views. I'm not going to give anybody that um, Juice World Juice World with Sugar Girl of My Dreams. Love it. I did love that song too. Um, I did a reaction to it. That was a really good song. I love Juice World and I love Sugar. Um, but excuse me. um, as far as like I don't react to things just to get views. But I do as well because if I wasn't doing things for views, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I would just be checking this stuff out in my free time. Um, so I'm saying this because I know a lot of people are upset that I mainly just do BTS reactions now. Which that's just what I'm finding interesting right now. That's why I'm reacting to BTS. They're different to me. Is why I started doing this. I started doing this to break down Tool videos and their meanings because I felt like I could do a good job at doing that. And then it turned into finding out different types of music to broaden my horizons of music and media to get out of my bubble. So that's what I started doing. I started doing more rap because I purely like listen to rock music. So I started doing more rap and hip hop to kind of broaden my, you know, horizons more. And now in my free time, I listen to a lot more rap and hip hop because that's what I'm finding interesting. And then that's how I found BTS was through Juice World, through hip hop. Now I'm finding BTS interesting, so I'm reacting to that. Um, so I know lots of people are kind of upset I'm not reacting to Tool anymore, or Perfect Circle, which I will eventually. But the thing is, I know all those songs. I know Tool. I know Perfect Circle. So if I react to them, I have to do a live version I've never seen before because I've seen the music videos. I check them out. They're my favorite bands. I love them. So I've seen them. I've seen I've heard the song, I've seen the music video most of the times, but I haven't seen a lot of live things. So if I do that, I have to do a live version of it. And then the problem with a live version is trying to find some with good audio quality, especially Tool. Um, Maynard doesn't like being recorded live. They don't have a lot of good live things that they do now. But a lot of their older stuff isn't the best quality because it was recorded back in like 1991, on a old VHS, like camcorder. So I'm still gonna react to them. I'm still gonna react to Tool, especially 46 and 2, because of Map of the Soul. Um, but I'm just reacting to what I'm finding interesting. I find BTS interesting, so I'm reacting to them. I find NF interesting and Juice World. and so that's why I react to them. I find Polyphia very interesting. That's why I react to them. I wouldn't mind to react to more of them. Um, but yeah, um, I also react to BTS more because that's what people are watching. Um, it'd be kind of silly to put out a bunch of content that, you know, people don't really watch, and then just because I want to sparse it out, if you know what I mean. I want to put out stuff people want to watch as well, because that's why I'm doing this. I'm also doing it to find new music, but I'm also doing it because I want to make content people want to watch. I want to be entertaining. And people seem to find the BTS stuff entertaining. I find BTS interesting. It's a mutual thing. Why not keep doing it? I'm having fun. So I'm sorry to those of you that are kind of upset that I'm not doing it anymore. But I'm going to be reacting to BTS for a while. Um, I think they're amazing. And I'm going to do more hip hop. I'm going to do more of that. I'm going to do Tool, but that's probably going to be the only real rock that I do for a while. I am going to do a surprise reaction of a rock band. I don't want to say anything, but there's a person that comments all the time. They're one of the top commenters. I wish I could give out badges, um, but this person like comments on every single video that I have, um, and like multiple times, and they want me to react to this band, and I want to really react to it. So I will do that. They're a rock band. I hope you guys all watch that video. It's going to be interesting because this band is from when I was a kid, and I haven't listened to them since I was a kid. So it'll be interesting to hear their songs now as an adult and see what meaning I get from the song from when I was like 8. You know, do what you like. Yep, exactly. That's what I like. Do Throw Away by RM. I'm pretty sure you'll love it. Lots of armies don't know that song. Okay. Pied Piper live and So What are also good choices too. Yeah, I really like Pied Piper. When I did the BTS room live, that was really cool. Their dance that they did where they sat down and they pretended to play the flute on the mic and stuff. That was really cool. I kind of know the meaning behind that is like it's about army, and they're like, yeah, make sure you study and don't just idolize us or type thing, like, make sure blah blah blah. It's funny. It's funny. um do what you want to do with your channel. 21 Pilots. Oh, somebody finally mentioned 21 Pilots. I love 21 Pilots. They are one of my favorite bands. They're a genre hopping band. As you know, Sharon, I'm sure they can do hip hop, rock, trance. Yeah, I love 21 Pilots. I especially love Blurry Face. That was a good album. Um, yeah, I would love to react to that, but I know a lot of that, unfortunately. Because, yeah, when I hear 21 Pilots has a new song, I listen right away. I'm like, yes, 21 Pilots. And Muse, yeah, I've heard of Muse. They're a huge band. My sister went and saw them live with my cousin. Um, I don't mind Muse, but they're not really my thing. They have a couple good songs, but um, yeah, I guess I would have to hear more of them to know if I really like them or not. Um, I think it's just because over here they were overplayed in America, and I heard them all the time because my sister would play them all the time. Um, and just like one or two songs, I'm like, oh my god, can we hear a different song? Like I can't just hear one or two songs. We have to switch it up. Um, you learned something about Pied Piper, and it was amazing. Please share. The most important thing you do is what you like, because we can feel the sincerity and the reason why we love you do in your actions. And I appreciate that. And that's what I strive to do, is just stay sincere in my reactions. You know, I've said this before. I don't, once I start the video, I don't cut. There's no cuts. I don't do retakes. If the video messes up, then I don't get to post it, I guess. Um, the only time I do retakes is the beginning when I do my intro. Um, when I'm like, excuse me, when I'm like, hey everybody, it's me, Brian with Destructive Media. Um, sometimes it takes me a couple takes to do that right or get what I want to say down right, because I don't plan what I'm going to say. I kind of just go off the cuff. Um, I do that a couple times. But once I flip over to my other screen, where it's just me putting on my, headphones, there's no cuts until the end of the video, and then the video's done. Because I want to give my honest reaction, my first time listen reaction, whatever comments or anything I'm gonna say. Um, I think the only time I've cut anything out was BTS Hardships, was when I cut out some stuff that I was saying, like that happened to BTS on Twitter, some racist comments, and I just didn't feel like I needed to bring them up in editing. I'm like, I'm gonna cut that out, um, just because we all know what was said, and I didn't need to bring it up again, because it's just like bringing up hurtful old wounds. So I just kept it in, saying like, things were said on Twitter, but then I just didn't go into it. Um, I cut that out. Um, and I think there was one other time I cut something out because I was talking at the end and all of a sudden my brain just like farted out and I was like, comment down below and and then I had to like redo the end part of the thing. But I think that's all I've ever cut out. Because I try to just be sincere and give you my honest thoughts. If I don't like the song, I'll be honest. I'll be kind. I'm not gonna like rip the song apart. But if I don't like it, I'll be honest and I'll just be like, yeah, not really my thing. And if I like it, I'll say that I like it. Um, but yeah, I'm never gonna do anything on the channel that just for views as well. Like I've had a lot of people request a lot of famous artists that I've heard their stuff and I just don't like, and I just don't react to them. I'm not gonna bring them up. I'm not gonna, bring up stuff like that. Trash any artist, but um, yeah, there's definitely people that I don't like that I just don't react to that would probably get me a lot of views, but I don't care. You know, I don't want to give them more visibility, or I just don't like their music, or I don't like them as a person, and I'm just not going to react to them because I don't care. Because I wouldn't have fun doing it. I'd just be like, I'd have to fake it, and yeah, no, that's not me. I'm not an actor. Um, Maybe it would help if I did take acting classes. I don't know. It's good. Uh, NXS was one of my favorite bands when I was younger. Your 17-year-old son is loving enough. Nice. NXS. Not really rock. I just saw somebody said something about Disturbed. I love Disturbed. They're one of my favorite bands. Um, you're a sincere subscriber to me. Well, thank you all for being here and subscribing to me. It blows my mind that you all subscribe to me. All like 8,000 of you. It's getting crazy. Really getting up there. You like that object? Well, thank you very much. Paula, you mentioned in excess. Are you an Aussie too? Yeah. I've heard in excess before. I think my uncle was into that. Like 80s. I think that's 80s rock or early 90s, something like that. Um, yeah, I'm not too much into hair metal. I think that's what 80s rock is called. Like Guns N' Roses. Not a fan. I don't like Guns N' Roses. Um, which I know is probably blasphemy. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not into 80s rock really. I like some of it. But I was more into 90s and early 2000s grunge, metal, as in like Mudvayne and stuff like that. I don't know if any of you know who Mudvayne is, but they're a really amazing band. I did a reaction to them. They're a prog new metal kind of. They're genre hopping a little bit, um, but they scream, but the screaming isn't too bad. My wife actually likes them because the lyric content is amazing. It's like poetry. He's singing poetry. Um, but the only bad part is this, like if you listen to a live version, he's kind of hard to understand. Um, but I love Mudvayne. They are like probably one of the better rock bands, new metal bands, and writing that's out there. They're not. I mean, people talk about them, but not like a ton of people. You know, everybody when they talk about new metal, they talk about like Korn and Disturbed and stuff like that, which are good bands. But I think Mudvayne is head and shoulders above them. Um, he doesn't have the best singing voice, which is unfortunate. But the band as a whole is amazing. They have one of the best drummers, one of the best bass players of all times. Their bassist is actually a class. He's a trained classical guitarist. He grew up playing classical music. Then he went into a heavy metal band and plays bass, and he's just an amazing bass player. Yeah, I think Jungkook should sing rock from the '90s. Yeah, he could do it. I think that would be amazing because a lot of rock from the '90s still had like the singing frontman voice, you know, like the power ballads. They call it arena rock, I guess. That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind to see BTS redo an Eagles song as well, because the Eagles were big into like doing the harmonizing, and you know BTS is amazing at harmonizing. I think it'd be really interesting to see them do an Eagles song or Elton John or you know like one of those really old classic rock bands or even Queen, to hear them redo Freddie Mercury's voice. That would be amazing. Because yeah, Freddie Mercury is like one of my favorite vocalists of all time. Lots of people's, I'm sure, because he was like phenomenal, like almost unreal in his skill. That warm up he did at the Wembley Stadium, or not, he did at Live Aid, amazing. And it's just like a vocal warm up, you know. Um, Person like that comes once in a generation, you know. And now we have another one. We have more amazing vocalists that are just can hit ranges that are amazing, and their clarity is amazing. Much like Freddie, that's why he was so amazing because his clarity was just like it sounded like they were putting in an effect on his voice. They're not. Same with BTS. I mean, when Jungkook sings, the clarity in his voice is amazing. It sounds like they're almost clearing it up in post, but they're not because I've heard it live. And then V too, like he can hit that low tenor, like jazz, velvety smooth, and it's so clear. Um, and I think you all know what I mean by clear. Sometimes vocalists can sound a little not muddy, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but there's something about like their tone, like the tone is clearer. Like they can hit a better pitch. I think that's what it is. Um, and Jungkook has that. I mean, his pitch is amazing. Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, yeah. That was one of their super famous songs. After Wayne's World, actually, which is funny. Freddie had stage presence too. Yeah, I mean, he was all charisma. Um, yeah, it's too bad that he ended up passing away. But man, I love watching old videos of Queen performing, and Freddie just doing his thing up there. You can tell he loved to perform. He loved being an artist. He was just creative to his core. Um, Usually don't listen to covered songs, but recently you found Forstella singing Bohemian Rhapsody. They were so great. Hmm. Yeah, I'm a little back and forth on cover songs. One of my favorite covers is Maynard from Tool redid Rocket Man by Elton John. It was amazing. I love Rocket Man because, like I said, growing up, my mom listened to a lot of Elton John, so I grew up listening to Elton John. I know his music very well. Same with the Eagles and stuff. And to hear one of my favorite vocalists from rock, Maynard, redo Rocket Man, it was amazing. Does he do it better than Elton? It's not for me to say, but I really, really love that song. Um, I implore you to look it up. Um, it's Maynard Rocket Man. It's actually from this band Pussifer, but yeah. The tone in Tae Young's voice is mesmerizing. Can't wait for his mixtape. Yeah, um, it's unique for sure. It's not something I've heard before. It really makes your ears perk up. Um, like every time he sings, my ears kind of like get into like the weird little tone you get in your eardrum. Like, huh, Led Zeppelin and Metallica. Oh yeah. Um, I'm really into Led Zeppelin too. I love a lot of their music. Um, I listened to them a lot in my teens, in my 20s. Yeah, when I was doing things and partying a lot. Love Led Zeppelin. Still do, but yeah, they're one of those special bands too. Mm. Then Metallica. My uncle is a huge Metallica fan. My aunt that was on the channel, her husband, is my mom's brother, and he is a huge Metallica fan. I grew up listening to Metallica most of my life. He lived with us and stuff. I think my favorite Metallica song is probably One. Um, it's based off of that movie. Uh, Blanking on the movie right now, but it's about the soldier that goes to war and loses his arms and his legs and he can't see, and then he's alive still, but they don't know he's alive because he can't communicate. And then the question is like, is he still alive if he's not living? Um, Very interesting thought process there. If you're not able to move, feel, touch, communicate, but you're still conscious and living, are you actually living? And the movie's amazing too. I forgot what it's called though. Johnny got his gun. The movie's called Johnny's Got His Gun. It's a free movie you can watch online. It's in the public domain now. Um, really good movie, really sad movie, but um, it's like one of those underrated greats that people don't watch. And it's interesting that Metallica made a song based off this obscure movie, and it's an amazing song. Um, yeah, which is cool because a lot of people think that they're just like the surface level rock band where they're singing about like "Give me fuel, give me," it's like, oh, Metallica, they're just like this sellout rock band. Not really. They have a lot of amazing writing as well when you really get down into it. Um, it's really deep. Yeah. Um, that's a really good movie. Johnny Got His Gun. And then, like I said, if you listen to One by Metallica, that's what that's about. Because he's like, landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, Except in the movie, he can hear. Because when people talk to him, he's like, I'm here, but he can't talk. Um, Sad movie, but really good movie. I think it's a must watch. V is unique in many different ways. He is special. Yes, for sure. He's like, I see why they hid him as a hidden talent in the beginning. The special weapon. But yeah, I would love to do more rock, I guess, on the channel. Um, but it would be me just kind of waxing on how much I like it. Because like I said, I know a lot of rock. You know, it's I love music. I'm a music lover. In my free time, I'm always listening to music. When I'm playing video games, if it's not a story game, I have music on in the background. If I'm cleaning, music on in the background. I'm taking a shower, music. I have a speaker in my bathroom, like one of those little Google speakers. I have one in my bathroom, my bedroom, my kitchen, my living room. Like I like to have music around me. Um, I don't know. Always have. Tay is his own man. It's so refreshing. He's so quirky. Yeah, that's what's cool about BTS is it seems like Big Hit really just lets them be themselves. Like they're able to do what they want. Because I know at least over here in America, a lot of stars are very controlled on social media, what they're allowed to post. Like their publicist runs their social media. They're not really allowed to have their own, and if they do, it's like in secret, and they're not allowed to really show personality because it might, you know, whatever. So they're only allowed to be very bland and generalized, and which is unfortunate. Not all of them, not all artists over here. There are quite a few that are they just don't care and they do what they want, which is nice to see. Um, but yeah, it's nice that BTS, as big as they are, I follow them all on Instagram now. It seems like they just kind of do what they want and they take pictures, and it's really cool. Um, yeah, I really like RM's feed, and yeah, they've been posting a lot of stuff in Vegas right now. Actually, it's been really cool. Um, see if I can pull it up. Oh, Suga went to the Raiders facility and they made him a jersey. How cool is that? It's not in focus. I have to pull it back here. How cool is that? Yeah, Korea is more conservative. I think BTS is possible. Only thanks to armies. No one can. Yeah, for sure. Um, I think that's what really helps is the fact that they're a smaller company and it's army. Like the fan base is like will support them no matter what, which is amazing. I love it. Kiss rock and roll all night. Yeah, I got a buddy that's really into Kiss. Um, Not quite my thing. Um, they have a couple good songs, but I don't like Gene Simmons. He's a horrible person. Can I suggest a video not for reaction? It's a melody of music most played in Brazil in 2021. Another for 2020 has a rock flavor to it. 2020 MUMA Musica by Estelmu. 2021 too. Yeah, if you want to, just drop the suggestion in the actual comments of this video, not the live, because the live it's gonna get buried. Um, yeah. Hello, Coom. I would love to know how to say your name. That's my top commenter I was talking about earlier. COOMACP. Coom Asep. Um, I was just saying that I wish I could give out badges because you're like one of my top commenters. That you were suggesting a rock band that to do a reaction to, and I would love to record that soon. Because one of my favorite reactors actually just reacted to it as well, Key of Gibbs. And I would love to watch his video on it, but I can't because somebody requested it for me too, which is kind of serendipitous. It's weird. It's weird. Um, but if you don't know Key of Gibbs, go watch him. He's an amazing person, or he's an amazing reactor. He was a composer for like TV and stuff like that. I'm not affiliated with him in any way. I just watch him. I'm a fan of him. He really breaks down the timing of music and like how music is composed. Um, and I really like his insights into stuff like that. So yeah, go check out Key of Gibbs. Um, yeah, I think it's interesting. Thank you. Hello from Indonesia. Hello from Wisconsin, USA. Basically Canada. Um, but yeah, no, it's been great getting to know like all of you more. Like I said, there's a core of like probably 20 or 30 commenters. I'm starting to really learn all of your names, and it's nice to see you comment. Um, Throughout the day, I look and I'm like, oh, it's that person, and I read your comments, and yeah, it's been really great to just talk to you all. I can't wait to post a video later today. I'm going to post a couple, probably more videos than I have in a while, hopefully, if my kids let me record today, which I'm sure they will. But um, I'm going to be posting quite a few stuff today, and I'm always excited to post it because then I get to read all of your comments. You're all so kind, and um, it's just nice to talk to you all. I love the little community that has been built here. My people on Patreon, all my Patreon people, that's been amazing. Say it as Kumakp. Just say the letter P and now make the sound. Hope that makes sense. Kumakp. Yeah. Okay. Kumakp. I believe I said it right. That made sense. Hopefully I said it right still. I was just saying how I can't say stuff. But yeah, they're like one of my top commenters. Same with Curious MK. Um, just like, I'm starting to learn a lot of your names. It's been great. Yeah, yeah, right. Um, no, my kids are usually really good when I'm like, I'm gonna record something, and they're like, okay, all right, Dad. Um, they're they're really good kids. Hey, I said it right. All right. Um, oh, the glare in my glasses. Ooh. Yeah, I wore my contacts way too late last night. I wore them till after dinner, and I wore them all day, and my eyes were so dry. Tried to put them in this morning. I was just like, nope, nope. My eyes would be beet red. So I just wore my glasses because if I don't, I can't see anything now. I can't even see chat, even though it's my whole screen right now. I have to like blind, blind. Uh, that's it. I said it right. But yeah, I hope you all, enjoy what's gonna come out onto the channel. I know you'll enjoy the BTS stuff. But I hope you all watch the other stuff, the rock stuff, NF. I don't want to say too much, but some more surprise stuff that's coming out. Um, I don't know if you're all into gaming, but that gaming thing I did yesterday was really cool. That game is really, really beautiful. It's a really artistic game. Um, like I said, I don't know how accurate it is history wise, but I know that Tushima is a real island and they were real samurai there. Um, you know, just a really well made game. And it was a lot of fun to play. So yeah, check that out if you want. Probably gonna do more of that one day. I don't know when, because I don't want that to impede my reactions. Um, then yeah, gonna put out some stuff on Patreon, exclusive stuff on Patreon. Not reactions. Just some like behind the scenes videos and stuff like that of just my life and my setup and like how I do stuff. So if you can go check out my Patreon. I have a couple different tiers that does support the channel because I don't get paid from my reactions, which is no big deal. I'm doing this for fun, but that's how I got this new camera right here and this new ring light. Is from my Patreon people. They're amazing. They've been supporting me for a couple months now, and I was able to buy this camera because all the money from Patreon goes right back into my channel for upgrades and all that good stuff that I need to buy to keep this going. Um, I've mentioned Freddie Mercury before. I heard of Mark Martel. I can't say that I have. Um, but do what your heart loves to do. I will. I will. But yeah, thank you to all my Patreon supporters. I will have more exclusive content up on there and just my silly posts that I do of like my cat and stuff and my dog and us going to the coffee store. I'll post the picture of my dog in the chair, next to me. Just silly stuff like that. Um, and you do get to watch my videos early on Patreon, watch my reactions early for up to 2 days. You can watch them early and leave your comment, and the video is private, so only 20 some people are watching it, because that's how many people I have right now on my Patreon, or 19 now. So like I'm going to see your comments, which is really nice. So like the first day or 2 days, I'm only seeing comments from people that are, watching it, so I can interact with you all better. Because once I post it, the comments come flooding in, which I try to get through them quickly and talk to you all. But that's what's been nice about the Patreon thing when they can watch early is, I can get their thoughts on the video first and it doesn't get buried in the comments and I can talk to, back to them and stuff. And, I hope they enjoy watching the video early, and they kind of know what's coming. Um, yeah, I guess that's it. I think that's all the channel updates I wanted to share. I can't really think of any other channel updates. Um, told you all what's coming next for reactions, my plans for the future. Um, suggest you hear Umbrella Song, RM and Yuko cover, original Epic High. It's something in voice and rapping. Hello, dear sir. I only have 4 days left for my government exam. I don't even know basic what to do. Previous year question paper or concepts of 8 subjects. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Or luck. That sounds rough. That sounds really really rough. Yeah. I was not a huge fan of school myself. I got through it, but I hated doing exams and tests and stuff like that. There's always so much pressure. But I hope you do well. I'm sure you will. I know it's stressful, but keep at it. Um, you know, you know what you know. You don't know what you don't know. There's nothing you can do to change that besides keep studying and do it and just do your best, and you'll do fine. Given I like Freddie, you should definitely check out Mark Martel. His voice actually sounds like Freddie. Hmm. I I'm very curious now because I love Freddie Mercury. It's kind of like the band that sounds like Led Zeppelin. The heck are they? I forgot now. You're in eighth grade from Nepal. Oh, eighth grade. That's a tough year. Um, but yeah, God, what is that band's name? Let's see. I need to find this out now. Greta Van Fleet. Um, Greta Van Fleet sounds exactly like Led Zeppelin. It's like long lost Led Zeppelin music. I was showing it to my dad on my son's birthday because my dad loves Led Zeppelin, and he doesn't like listen to new music. You know, he only listens to older '70s music from what he grew up with. So I put them on, and he's like, "I've never heard this one." I'm like, "You've never heard this band before? That's why." I'm like, "This is Greta Van Fleet," and he's like, "This sounds exactly like Led Zeppelin." I'm like, "I know, they sound exactly like them. It's weird." Um, but I really like some of their stuff. Um, yeah, Mark Martel. I'm definitely gonna have to check him up, check him out, check him up, look him up, and check him out. Um, yeah, I love really strong vocalists. That's why I like BTS too. Like their vocal line because they have amazing vocalists. I really like Spring Day. I'm so glad I finally found a vocal line song, more vocal line song that I really liked. I like the other ones, but I don't like listen to them. But Spring Day I do listen to. I've heard that song quite a few times since I've reacted to it. It's a beautiful song. I love that song. Just the overall tone and just it's amazing. Yeah. Uh, You want to study for long sessions, but you're a lazy dude with no interest in study, just want to watch YouTube and stuff. Well, that's not good. That's not good. But I get it. I just always wanted to play video games and stuff. But you know, you got to do what's important. Unfortunately, that's life. Um, you want to do a bunch of stuff you don't want to do, but unfortunately, you got to do the stuff you don't want to do to be able to do the stuff you do want to do. Does that make sense? Um, in order to do more things that you want to do, get through the stuff you have to do, because then you have more time to do what you want to do. He's a musician in his own right, but he's also the singer for the official Queen tribute band. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I forgot they formed that. Louder Than Bombs is amazing. Give me a booster tip to foster my. You're coming to the wrong person for study skills. You would have to go to my wife for that. She was the good student. I was not good at studying. I was more, I did my homework. I wouldn't study for tests and somehow I'd pass. I did not study ever. Hmm. My brain would wander. I'd read books and my brain would just blank out. I'd be like, oh my God, this is so boring. Um, you know, because at least school for me was just memorizing facts, filling out blanks, and blah blah blah, blank, blah blah blah. It's fill in the blank. So boring, too easy. Um, yeah, I never studied. I would just go to a quiz and just wing it. Usually pass. Be like, all right, good to go. I wish I would have put a little more effort into school, but I was having a rough upbringing and a rough time when I was a kid, so I've forgiven myself for being a bad student. Um, Truth Untold is my favorite BTS vocal line song. I haven't heard that one. He is amazing. It'd be a great reaction. I will have to check him out. Um, because, like I was saying, I really want to check out Silverchair. Because you're like one of my top commenters, and we seem to share a taste in music. Because I know you've checked out some of the stuff I've told you to check out, and you really liked it. So, um, I want to return the favor and check out some stuff that you've been telling me to check out. Yes, yes, louder than bombs is amazing. Oh, I feel like that's a whole group song I will like. Yeah, yeah. I'm excited to find more group songs, more vocal line songs. But like I said, I am going to do Daydream, because that was a request on Patreon. Um, that's really been like, I think that was the second comment. I'm kind of just going in order, and then Ugh. That will be next because that's been requested a ton on the channel and on Patreon. Um, like 3 people wanted to hear that on Patreon, so um, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Some more surprise videos. I'm gonna put out probably um, a lot more videos this week now that I'm on vacation. Try not to group them all too close together. I don't know if like putting out a video too close to another video wrecks the other videos like view or like it's pushed out. I'm not quite sure, but whatever. Um, just check out the channel. A couple times a day if you have time. There might be a lot more videos than what you're used to. So, you have a pretty broad taste in music. That's good to have. I'm trying to get a broader taste. I feel like mine is still pretty narrow. But I'm trying. I'm trying to be more open in my older age. Now that I'm 35 as of yesterday, almost to 40. That's okay. Um, when I was 18, or 19, I actually got cancer. Um, so I'm happy to make it to 35, 40, whatever. I'm still here. I almost died when I was 19. I'm on life number 2. I'm on my second try. I'm trying to take advantage of it, trying to appreciate it. It's hard to do. I'm not gonna lie. Um, it's hard not to get stuck on things that don't matter because they seem to matter. Stress from real life, work, other things like that. Things going on in the world, you know, things you read and it gets to you. Just got to remember like a lot of that doesn't really personally affect you. You just got to worry about you and your family around you and make sure they're happy, make sure you're happy. And that's why I always say that thing at the end. Um, and I say thank you all for watching. Um, you know, take care of yourself, take care of others, take it easy. Because that's what you should do. Take care of others, take care of the people that are there for you and with you. Take care of yourself. Most importantly, because you can't take care of others if you haven't taken care of yourself. And take it easy in life. Life is too short and too brutal to be stressed out about things that you don't need to be stressed out about things that you can't help. Um, that's awful. Sorry to hear. Well, thank you. I haven't had cancer in a long time. I was 19. I'm now 35. I went through treatment. Um, you know, I had my wife by my side. We were actually just dating then. We started dating, and I got cancer a year after we started dating. She stuck by my side. She's an amazing person. Um, so I had her by my side. At the time, I had my mother by my side. She's since passed away from cancer, same as my grandmother. Um, so fortunately, cancer has been really rough in my family. I have other family members that are survivors as well, but I've had family members that haven't been survivors that it's taken their life. Um, so I try to stay positive about it because it didn't get me. You know what I mean? I have my wife, I have my kids. I'm still here. Um, just I try to think about that when I'm having a bad day, or I'm upset about something, or something's getting to me. You got to try to put that stuff in perspective. It's hard. It's hard to do even now. There's days where I'm like frustrated with something, like maybe somebody was rude to me, like because I work with the public, and maybe somebody was rude to me and called me an idiot, and I'm just gonna stew on that all day. I'm just gonna be like, oh, that person, why would they treat me like that? Because they don't know. You know, does it really matter how a stranger's treating you? Not really. When it comes down to it, you don't know where they were coming from, what day they're having, what month they're having. Um, why stew on it? Why get angry and then make somebody else angry because you're angry because somebody made you angry? It's hard to keep that in perspective, but you have to. But um, it's also, I also say it's kind of the best thing that happened to me because it's made me realize these things. Yeah, like it does suck. Getting cancer sucked. Um, but it was scary, especially with how young I was. I was not mentally equipped to handle that. Um, but it's also the best thing that happened to me because it really put things in perspective. Because there's nothing like putting things in perspective like that. It's quite the slap from life. But before that, I was kind of drifting, I guess. I didn't have an easy childhood, and I was pretty angry about it. I was doing a lot of drugs and stuff at the time when I was a teenager. Um, and then that happened, and then I'm like, whoa, should probably slow down and like you know, start taking better care of myself. Um, so it's kind of the best thing that happened to me because I don't think my path that I was taking was going to lead me to a good place, and that was kind of a sign right there, I think. Um, so my life changed quite a bit after that. I became a lot calmer. Try not to get as angry about things. Um, Try to be more forgiving to myself and others. Um, you know, I don't know, because why not? Why not? Life's short, so it's weird. This went to a weird dark place. I don't know why. Sorry. It's way too early to be talking about this. But yeah, it is the little things that matter in life. Thanks for sharing that information. Have a great outlook. Well, thank you. I don't always have that outlook. I'm a bit of a pessimist. I'm not gonna lie. There's quite a few days where I feel like crap mentally. I take medication to help myself feel better. Um, I'm pretty open about that. I struggle with depression really bad, but that's the thing. It's like before when I was younger, I struggled with it, and I didn't acknowledge it. It's just something that was there, and I was doing drugs to hide it. Which now I'm taking medication, I guess, from a doctor, but um, it helps um, to not get to that dark place again. So yeah, um, and that's what helps too. It's like my wife has taught me this. It's like sharing them and being honest about them and open with them and letting yourself experience the little things and just be happy about them because you have to be. Um, because if you're not living, you might as well be dying, like Mudvayne says. BTS is good medicine to stay positive. Yes. Um, I think that's why it speaks to me too, because it's like a deeper level of music. There's an appreciation in their music for life and the thought process and the human experience. Um, and I appreciate that, um, because I'm interested in the human experience, in my own and others. How are others experiencing the same world that I'm in? Because it's wildly different, it seems like, people's experiences, but we all kind of come to the same conclusion, it seems like, on a lot of thought processes, which is interesting to me. So that's been nice, because I've never really thought about that stuff, before. I've never listened to music not from my country. I mean, not really. I mean, I would listen to artists that weren't from my country, but they would sing in English. Yeah, appreciate my openness. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm usually too open. Some people say, like, you share too much, man. Sorry, TMI. But yeah, I didn't mean to take this to a dark place. Yeah, sorry. Preferences apart, we usually say BTS finds us whenever we need them, and maybe that's the case for many. Put a daily smile on our faces. Yeah, I believe that's true. I believe that's true in a lot of things. If you're paying attention, I feel like the universe is giving you things when you need it. Um, I'm not a religious person, but I like to say I'm spiritual, I guess. Um, I believe in some stuff, but I'm not going to get into that. But I think a lot of things find us when we need it if we're looking. Just sometimes we don't see it. Um, it's nice that BTS is like not in your face, but when you find it, you found it and you don't miss it. I mean, like it doesn't come by you easily like other things in life that you need. Um, because yeah, I don't know. The first time I heard him, I was very interested. I was like, who are these people? Like, it's not what I thought. This is amazing. Their songs take me to the bright side, appreciate the sun in the sky. They seem to tell me, see, there are beautiful things in the world. Don't forget. Exactly. Um, I told my friend and stuff when I was sick and stuff. And the years after, I was always afraid cancer was going to come back. Um, so it was kind of like even on the brightest day, the only thing I saw were the shadows from the trees. I was only worried about what was creeping in the background. And I didn't enjoy the sunlight or happiness. That's the metaphor. All I saw were shadows on the brightest days. And then eventually I've changed. I've been cancer free for many years. I've been mentally better for many years, with that. Um, I finally learned to see the sunshine again, which has been hard to do and it's hard to do some days. But music does help with that. Positive music, happy music, or even music that's sad that you can relate to, because you're not the only one experiencing that thing, that feeling. Um, and that's why I like Suga too. His writing is very interesting to me. Same with RM. They seem to have experienced that, um, at least on some level. Um, I kept you saying the past few years your son's going through serious health issues as well as yourself. My safe place to stop, rest, and have a laugh. Um, Sorry to hear that, Sharon, that you're having problems and your son. Hope things get straightened out for you. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't want to say too much for my aunt, but she's had quite a few health issues too, and that was what BTS was for her too. I think because she was having a lot of issues with family, like she was saying, and yeah, it's nice that BTS was there for her. We share similar experiences. Weird, weird how that works, huh? Um, yeah, I think that's the case for many people. Is like when you get down and you're honest and open about things. I think a lot of us share the same experiences, um, which is unfortunate, I guess. I wish people would just have amazing lives and not experience horrible things, um, which has been tough as a father. I don't know if anybody's a parent here. Um, that's one of the hardest things about being a parent is like worrying about your kids experiencing bad things in life and try to like avoid them all and block them off and they're just flying by you. It's like, oh my god. um So yeah, Run BTS is really a medicine, believe me. Yeah. Um, you never imagine watching them, but you end up watching all the episodes. Yes, Run BTS is medicine for sure. Interesting. Might have to check that out. No, my coffee's getting cold. Nothing worse than cold coffee. Um, but yeah, I didn't expect to talk about that during the Q&A today. But hey, that's what happens during that Ask Me Anything Q&A. Things get brought up. That's fine. Um, but yeah, I guess that's probably why. Well, at least you people watching right now will probably know why some of the music affects me the way it does when they're talking about loss and stuff like that. Um, it hits me out of nowhere because I almost lost my life, and I've had people lose their life for the same things I had, and yeah, it's a scary experience, man. Last year I heard of BTS, didn't really pay attention to them. Then I found them again just a couple months ago during a very depressing time. BTS is my cure. Yeah, it's strange how that works. All living in a simulation that repeats itself. No, just kidding. It's I've been watching a lot of videos lately about quantum mechanics in the universe and how a lot of people think we're living in a simulation. Interesting thought processes. I find that interesting. Quantum mechanics of the universe. Boring, I'm sure, for most people. They're like, okay, weirdo. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's really cool that I saw like RM is like 32 million followers. It's unfortunate that many people, I'm guessing, are going through things that need BTS, but it's good BTS is there. If that makes any sense. Um, yeah, in a time in the world where everything is like this, it's not surprising that a band that their motto is like healing and stuff is popular. Uh, the world's rough right now, man, for everybody, no matter where you are. It's nice to have a little reprieve from that. Hear something that makes you happy for just a little bit, you know. Um, yeah. So it's unfortunate we all have that, but it's fortunate we have it. Got into BTS last year too. Yeah, I got into BTS January this year. Watch BTS with your kids is way better than Nickelodeon. Yeah, I wish my kids watched that. They don't watch Nickelodeon, they just watch YouTube. Kids are all about YouTube now. They don't, cartoons are lame. Commercials, why are they showing me this? Like when they watch cable TV, they call it old TV because it has commercials. They're like, oh, this is like old TV. Yeah, my kids just watch YouTube and like streaming services. If they can't pick their show and pause it, they're like, "What? I can't pause my show. I can't just pick what I want to watch." Like when you have cable on, I'm like, "Well, this is what's on. It's this." Well, I don't want to watch this. Can I watch something else? I'm like, "No, this is what's on. Like this is the channel. It's Nickelodeon. SpongeBob's on right now. Well, can I watch something else?" When it comes on, they're just so confused. Like I can't just pick my show and watch it. No, man, that's not how it works. Kids. My kids are only 9 and 6, so there's no way out of BTS. You believe? No. I was most depressed losing all the laughs. One day I found myself laughing, looking at Run BTS. Yeah. Um, life without BTS uh, would be much worse for millions of armies. Yeah. Interesting to you. You find that kind of fascinating. Oh, the space thing. Yeah. Um, I don't know if you've ever seen this documentary, but it was a PBS documentary called "What the Bleep Do We Know?" So it's actually called. Really interesting. It was about string theory and um, the golden ratio and how we could experience um, out of body experiences by harmonizing ourselves with the golden or the string theory vibration. And it's like, what? It was crazy. Yeah, it's the vibrations of of molecules. If we could match that vibration, you could like walk through walls and travel the universe or something. It was weird. I watched it when I was like 23 and it blew my mind. I was like, what is going on here? Um, but yeah. Um, yeah, it's crazy that I've been reacting to BTS now since January. I just thought about that. Like, holy crap. It's been 4 months. 4 months into BTS. Um, Back in December, I was just reacting to rap music still. I think it was right around Christmas. Yeah, it was Christmas. I checked out Girl of My Dreams with Suga, and I went to the Christmas party at my cousin's house where my aunt was, and she's like, "Hey, you should check out BTS." I'm like, "What is BTS?" Like, I know what they are. I'm like what? And then she's like, "Well, you should check out Suga. You should check out Daechita." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Daechita." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll check it out." The rest is history. So you can thank my aunt for all of this. If you don't like my reactions, thank her. If you do, thank her. No, I'm just kidding. Nope, but my aunt is the reason why I'm doing this. At least why I'm doing BTS now. That's why I started BTS. Uh, but Juice World is was my entrance into BTS. Him and Suga, their collaboration they did. This journey, this BTS journey, has been amazing. It's changed my life in many ways. One, I have amazing new music to listen to and break down to and think about, adapt to my life and help me through my problems, because that's what everybody does with music. You adapt it to your problems and what you're experiencing, and you make it help you get through it. So I have that. And then I have all of you watching my videos and my channel, and that's changing my life too, because like, I'm getting tons of subs and like a community growing around me that wants to hear what I have to say, which is amazing. Um, so yeah, that's changed my life. Um, Talking about shadows, you should check out Sugar Song Shadow. I'm going to. That was actually on the Patreon. I am going to check out Shadow. That will be up this week probably. I've got quite a bit to watch and do. Fortunately, my new camera, I don't have a power supply for it. It's operating off batteries right now. I don't know how much longer I have. I think I have like 3 hours of recording time before I got to recharge the battery. So I got to order a power supply so I don't have to worry about that. But I have to kind of record in blocks now, which is no big deal. I'll still get it done. I have my recording down pretty well. Um, but my format down well. The first 2 months of reactions, I was still getting my format down. If you didn't notice, now I have a pretty good format down, which is very nice. It makes the videos go a little quicker. It makes recording not quicker. I don't want them done quicker, but it makes recording less stressful because I can get them done quicker. Because I'm not like, okay, what should I do now? What should I do next? Now I know what to do next. Now I'm going to dual set. Now I'm doing a live video. Now I'm doing DK TV. And that's what I do. Boom, boom, boom. I know what to do next. It's been amazing. Then the list of links is amazing because I don't have to hunt for links, and um, they're just there. So that's really helped the whole recording process. Um, I think on Patreon I am going to put out a video of me editing a video live to show my editing process and how it really looks. So if you want to check out how it looks to edit a video, join me on Patreon. Sorry I keep pushing that, but that does really help out the channel when people support me on Patreon. It's given me so many upgrades to the channel, made the videos way better quality. Um, yeah, I really appreciate them. But yeah, I think I probably am going to end the stream here. I do have to go get more coffee and eat some stuff, and probably let my dog out and see if my kids are awake yet. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I love these Q&As. Um, uh, what is your entourage feedback about your reactions to BTS? Are there many new fans around you, or the Still on. Um, More people around. Well, everybody in my life was really supportive of it. My wife and my kids and stuff. My wife is getting more into BTS. She actually was like, "Wow, they're like the Beatles of our generation, huh?" And I'm like, "Well, they're the BTS of our generation, yeah." And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, the more I watch her stuff, the more I'm interested in them. My kids are interested in them. People at work, no, they could really care less, I guess. But they could care less about the videos before. So they think it's weird I just do YouTube. They're like, why? It's fun. That's why. Um, but is what it is. I don't do this for validation from other people. I do it because I love doing it. And the people around me, the people I care about, support me. And that's all that matters. And my community supports me. So that's all I care about. But no, not everybody in my life is super supportive about it. But that's just YouTube. People think it's weird. They think I'm like a loud YouTuber, and I come on, I'm like, "Hey, everybody!" Blah, blah, blah." I'm like, no, that's not what I'm like. I'm very calm, actually. Um, I sometimes worry I'm too calm, and people are gonna find me boring. They're like, "Man, this guy, ooh, no energy." But this is me. This is how I act normally. Uh, you know, in my normal life. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream here. I do want to do more of these QAs now that I'm on vacation, and just more in general. I'll probably do them earlier. Um, look forward to a video later today, hopefully, if editing and everything goes well. And video tomorrow. There should be quite a few videos out the next couple days. So yeah, thank you all for coming. Like I always say, take care of yourself, take care of others, take it easy.